welcome to Beans, Brews and Bread today. Is it too late to sow your onions? I don't think so. We've had those massive cold spells and there's plenty of time to get them in. So let's go and sow some onions today. We'll also show when to pot them on and get them transplanted. So we'll have a look. So, no pun intended, we are going to sow some onions today. We have already done a little line here about 10 days, fortnight ago. This is the way I like to do onions. I like to get it preferably Boxing Day. Obviously, a lot of people have been doing Boxing Day sowings of onions on YouTube. If you watch the Potty Mouth Garden Club, they've been doing their onions and planting them on, but we've had quite a bad frost here, and I'm not entirely convinced that the ones that I've already potted on are going to survive. So still not too late to get your onions sown now, and they can go all the way up to February, March. Just the idea being the earlier you get them planted out, the bigger the bulbs get. So a bit of a succession thing going on here, but I'll just do another line of this particular onion here. This is Ailsa Craig, standard variety. I'll show you how I get these sown into the trays. So I like these pots because they've got this quite sturdy plastic vented lid, and these are great for getting things started off in the house. It's still nice and warm. What I like to do is with a offcut of bamboo cane or a pencil, I like to get that at least the depth of the seed. And then it's as simple as getting your packet with your seed. This was Ailsa Craig from Chiltern Seeds. Just be careful with these because these don't come with the insert packet, so they come straight out of the. Now, I like these to be quite thinly sown down this channel that we've created in the compost. And the idea is that we just want them to get to the crook neck stage after germinating before planting on. So there's quite a thin sowing there, maybe a little thicker than that line there. Get those packed away. And then for onions, I like, rather than have a mixture of the compost and vermiculite, I like to have just a covering of vermiculite over those onion seed. And you can see there, it doesn't provide a lot of resistance for the onion seed. I've found unless you sieve your compost, which I don't tend to do, and it can be a bit heavy, I find the vermiculite is a good cover for the seed. I don't know whether it would matter whether the seed is germinated by light or darkness or affected, but certainly had no trouble here getting these germinated. So I just run with using one of these toy trowels that you get with a gardener's birthday or Christmas set. I like to just run a little line of the vermiculite, and that just covers the seed nicely. Don't need a lot of it then. Found that this vermiculite is actually quite expensive in the shops now, and this way cuts down on the cost of mixing tons and tons of vermiculite with the compost, particularly when you're just starting the seeds off to get them potted on. So that's that. We'll give that a little water and we'll cover it up again, and I'll show you another set which have already come through for the next stage when we get to pot them on. But that is the onion sowing. If you've liked the video sowing some onions today and transplanting on, carefully if you give it a thumbs up. See that button there? Just that one there, about round on the bottom line. Tiny little button, it makes a big difference. Go and press it. Cheers. And this is the stage really, well, we're actually technically a little bit past the stage. They're a bit bigger than I'd like them to be for the purposes of potting on. But as you can see from these, you probably want them when they're sort of this stage here. You might be able to just see that one there. But that is the kind of the stage. call it what you will. This is way now to the point where we want to get them planted on. But as you can see from these, which I did before the most recent cold snap, they are looking a little bit sad. Some of them have sort of frozen. See, this one here is frozen in this part of the base of the seedling, and I don't think that will survive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the rest of the cell, because I didn't quite finish on the day that we did the original sowing, with some of these from the reserved lot. These are a 40 cell tray. That's 40 bulbs of onion, which hopefully we can keep going. So I'll get these pricked out and we'll get them into the cells. So we've got very long tap roots on them. Maybe to just see that one there. They're the most challenging ones to get in the hole. Although I find if you kind of push and twirl, make a half decent job of getting them in. This variety is Bedfordshire Champion, which is why I think it would be a better idea to get them in when they're a bit smaller. Just because that taproot is so long. Now, I've normally done onions from sets, so this is the first proper year that I've done these. I think just where have you come from? There we go. Right. Yeah, so that's a whole tray up. I'm going to keep my eye on these just to see how we go, because as I say, they have had quite a frost on that half of the tray. These are obviously freshly transplanted today, so fingers crossed we'll see them pick up a little bit and get a decent harvest. A tray of Bedfordshire Champion. Well, thanks for watching today on Beans, Brews and Bread. If you've liked what you've seen today, then I'd be grateful if you give it a thumbs up. If you've got any comments or suggestions, or you want to just give us an idea of what you're sowing in terms of onions at the minute, then comment below. If you want to be notified of the next time we put some content up, then press the subscribe button. Otherwise, see you next time. Bye.